Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through Mathematics AS and A level Cambridge International Advanced Level Mathematics Paper 1 Pure Mathematics 1 P1 970912 Feb March 2018. Let us move to question number 1. Question number 1 says a curve passes through the point this and has an equation for which dy by dx is given. Find the equation of the curve. This is a 4-mark question. From the derivative, if we have to reach to the curve equation, we are integrating, and so we will integrate y will be equal to integration of dy by dx is y, so integral x raised to minus 1 by 2 minus 3 dx, and integral of this will be equal to x raised to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1, which is 1 by 2 over also 1 by 2 minus 3. Integral of minus 3 will be minus 3x and plus integral constant c. Now we can find integral constant value by replacing this point. So y value is minus 6 and x value is 4. So 4 raised to the power 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 and minus 3 into 1 by 2 plus c. And this is basically x value is 4, so this value will be 4. Now we can solve this with the calculator. So if we solve this portion by the help of calculator, it will give us 4 raised to the power 1 over 2 and divided by 1 over 2, and next is minus 12. So minus 12 when this is equal to minus 8. So minus 6 is equal to minus 8 plus c. This implies c is equal to minus 6 plus 8, so it will be 2. So c value is 2. Now this c value we can replace in this equation, and we will get y is equal to 1 by 2 will go as 2 and x raised to the power 1 by 2 minus 3x plus c value, which is 2, and this will be the final curve for the equation for the curve. And now question number 2 says find the coefficient of x square and x cube in the expansion of 1 minus 2x raised to power 7. This is 3-mark question. So one way is to expand this given expression and choose the terms which are containing x cube. That will be a little tedious, but you can directly find, like, see, we require square and cube. So c7r, we can use this technique, c7r and minus 2x raised to the power r, and 1 we can take as 7 minus r. Now we need square, so we can replace r is equal to 2. So for square, for x squared, we can take r is equal to 2. So this means what? This means 7c2 and minus 2x raised to the power 2, and 1 raised to 7 minus 2 will be 5. And for r, for x cubed, we will be taking r is equal to 3. So 7c3 minus 2x raised to the power 3, 1 raised to the power 4, and we can find these terms, and these are like 7c2. We can add these two. This will be what? 7c2 is equal to 21, so we can write 21, and minus will be gone because it is square. So 4x squared and 1 raised power 5 will be 1, and plus this will be, yes, the other term, which is 7c3. So 7c3 will be equal to 35 and minus 2 cube will be minus 8 and x raised to the power 3. And now we can further simplify. 21 into 4 will be 84. So 84x squared and plus minus this will be 35 into 8. 35 multiplied by 8 will be equal to 280. So minus 280x cubed. Now these are basically the terms for x square. For x square, the coefficient, find the coefficient of a x square. So coefficient of x square will be 84 and coefficient of x cube will be this one. So we can write here coefficient of f(x square) is equal to 84 and coefficient of x cube is equal to minus 280. This will be our answer for this 3 marks part. Now they are saying hence find the coefficient of x cube in the expression of this. So for this one, x cube, how we will be getting x cube? When we will be multiplying expansion of this with this one, and when we multiply 2 with x cube, so it will be 2 plus 5x. When this will be multiplied by 84x square, which is the answer for the previous question, we can copy here. When we will multiply 2 with x cube, we will get x cube. When we will multiply 5x with x square, we will get x cube. So this is how we will be getting x cube terms. So we will be writing just those terms which are containing x cube. So 2 multiplied by minus 280 will be minus 280 multiplied by 2 will be 560. So minus 560 x cubed and plus 5x into 84 x squared. So 5 multiplied by 84 will be equal to 420. So plus 420 x cubed, and we can take x cubed common. So minus 560 plus 420, and inside will be x cubed, and this will be what, minus 5. So minus 560 and this will be equal to minus 140. So minus 140 x cubed, this will be our final answer, and minus 140 will be coefficient of x cubed. So we can write minus 140 as final answer. Now question number 3. Question 3 says, on a certain day, the height of a young bamboo plant was found to be 40 centimeter. After exactly 1 day, the height was found to be 40.2. Two different models are used to predict its height exactly 60 days after it was first measured. So model A is what? Model A assumes that the daily amount of growth continues to be constant at the amount found for the first day. So this is model A is arithmetic increase. So it is arithmetic progression. We can say this is AP, and D is what? D is 41.2 minus 41. So D is equal to 41.2 minus 40. This will be our increase, which is 1.2. Now for model B, model B assumes that the daily percentage rate of growth continues to be constant at the percentage rate of growth found by the next day. So this will be GP, this one will be geometric progression, and R value we will find for that one using model A. One part is using model A, find the predicted height in centimeters of the bamboo plant exactly 60 days after it was first measured. So this is 2 marks question. For part 1, we can assume A is first term, which is 41.2. This is the first term. like after first day, this will be the measurement, and D is equal to what? D we just found over there, so it is 1.2. This is D value, so we can write after 60 days this will be A plus N minus 1 into D. This one we can write over here N, so T60 will be equal to A is 41.2 into N is 60. 60 minus 1 will be 59. This should be plus over here, so 59, and D value is 1.2. Now we can simplify. This will be 41.2 multiplied by plus, this will be 59 multiplied by 1.2, and this is equal to 112. So 112 centimeters. This will be answer for part 1. And for part B, model B assumes that the daily percentage rate of growth. So we will find for GP, we will be finding A value is same. A value will be the first term, which we can write A is equal to 41.2, and R value will be what? R value will be second term divided by the first previous term, so 41.2 divided by 40, and this will be equal to, we can check with the help of calculator, so it will be 41.2 divided by 40 is equal to 1.03. So 1.03 is the R value. Now for T60, in case of GP, we are writing formula A R raised to n minus 1, and A is 41.2 into R is 1.03 into n minus 1 will be 60 minus 1, which is 59, and this will be 41.2 in brackets 1.03, and whole raised to the power 59 is equal to 235.66, 235.66, and we can round it to 236 centimeter. This will be final answer for this question, in which they are saying using model B find the predicted height exactly after 60 days. So this will be under geometric progression. Now question number 4 says a straight line cuts the positive x-axis at A and positive y-axis at B. So we can draw side by side. We'll go through the question and try to draw a small sketch of the drawing so that we can understand. And drawing the positive axis, so positive x, this will be A and this one will be B, and they are saying they have given the coordinates of B. B is 0 and 2, and for A coordinates will be some coordinate x value and y will be 0 because it is on x axis, so y value will be 0. Now they are saying angle BOA, BOA, so origin is over here, so angle BAO, sorry, BAO will be this angle, and this angle they have provided is pi by 6 radians, so this angle is pi over 6 radians, where O is origin. Find the exact value of x coordinate of A. So this coordinate, x coordinate of A is required. We can find the gradient. Basically we have angle, so in this triangle we can consider we have basically tan theta, tan of pi by 6 we can find, so tan of pi by 6 will be what? Gradient m value will be equal to tan theta. Tan theta will be equal to tan of pi by 6 in this case, and this will be equal to what? Tan of theta, tan of pi by 6, tan of we can write pi over 6, and this will be equal to under root 3 over 3. So under root 3 over 3, this will be the gradient, but we know right side is down and left side is up. Right side is down, left side is up, so gradient value will be what? We can write here m value will be equal to minus under root 3 by 3. This will be the gradient. It will be negative because right side of the line is down, left side is up, so we'll be taking gradient as negative. Now we can find by using these 2 points, we can take over here as x coordinate, x of a, and this point and this b point we can consider for a gradient. So if we write y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, so 0 minus 2 over x minus 0, and this is equal to what? This is equal to minus under root 3 over 3, and this will be minus 2 over x is equal to minus under root 3 over 3, and negative we can cancel from both sides, so x will be equal to what? 2 over x. So we can cross multiply. Basically x will be equal to 6 over under root 3, or what we can do, we can shift this as first we will write 2 over x is equal to 1 over under root 3, and we can, this implies x value will be equal to 2 under root 3. So this will be the x coordinate which we found, 2 under root 3. Hopefully you understood this. Now for the second part, they are saying find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. Where it will be, first of all we will try to draw the perpendicular bisector of AB, and perpendicular bisector of AB we can draw over here, and this will be having, this will be perpendicular, mean this angle will be 90 degree, and this will be passing through the midpoint of A and B. So we can find, we can write the gradient. So giving your answer in this form, y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the is given exactly and c is an integer. So what we will do, we can write gradient of this one. Gradient of AB line is under root 3 by 2. So gradient of AB, which we found in the previous part, is under root 3 over 3. Under root 3 over 3, which is minus basically. And gradient of the perpendicular of AB will be equal to what? Will be equal to 3 over under root 3, and this gradient we will be using. And now we need M, midpoint. So midpoint of AB and coordinates of AB we have, so x plus x value is 2 under root 3, so 2 under root 3 plus 0 divided by 2, and the y coordinate will be 0 plus 2 and divided by 2. This will be the midpoint, and if we simplify the midpoint we will get under root 3 and 1. So this will be the midpoint which we will be using, and we can write the equation. We know equation of line in point slope form, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So we can write y minus y1, which is 1, is equal to m, which is 3 under root 3 into x minus x1, so minus under root 3. This will be now we can rewrite this as x minus 1 is equal to this one. We can write as under root 3, because 3 over under root 3 will cancel and we will get under root 3. Hopefully you understood. This is simple point. Now we can write x minus under root 3. Further, what we can do, we can shift minus 1 to other side and we will multiply this with the inside bracket terms. So under root 3x minus under root 3 into under root 3 will be 3, and this minus 1 we will shift to this side will be plus, and this side will be y only, and this will be y is equal to under root 3x minus 2, and this will be the final equation of the perpendicular bisector, this one which we have drawn over here. Hopefully you understood this point. Now question number 5. Question number 5 says express the equation this one as quadratic equation tan x and hence solve the equation from 0 to pi. So we can cross multiply over 1, and cross multiplication will give us 5 plus 2 tan x is equal to 3 plus 2 tan x multiply by 1 plus tan x. Now we can multiply this will be 3 into 1 will be 3 plus 3 into tan x will be 3 tan x, then 2 tan x multiplied by 1 will be plus 2 tan x, and plus 2 tan x multiplied by tan x will be plus 2 tan square x. Further we can shift everything to one side, or before shifting we can add the like terms, and we can write one step 5 plus 2 tan x is equal to 3 plus 5 tan x and plus 2 tan square x. Now we can shift these two terms also to other side, so we will start in sequence in arranging them. So 2 tan square x, and this is 5, so I'll write properly 5. So plus 5 tan x and plus 3 minus 2 tan x and minus 5 is equal to 0. Now again adding the like terms, 2 tan square x plus 5 tan x and 2 tan x minus 2 tan x, so it will be resulting to 3 tan x. So plus 3 tan x and 3 tan x and plus 3 and minus 5 will be minus 2 is equal to 0. So this is quadratic equation which was required, and hence solve the equation. Now we need to solve this quadratic equation, so we can put tan x is equal to y, and this will be 2y squared plus 3y minus 2 is equal to 0, and we can use mode 5 3 or quadratic formula or whatever you want to check the values. So coefficient of y square is 2, coefficient of y is 3, and constant value is minus 2, and this is giving us 1 by 2 and minus 2. So we can write y is equal to 1 by 2 and y is equal to minus 2. Now we can replace again y is equal to tan x, so tan x is equal to 1 by 2 and tan x is equal to minus 2. So x is equal to tan inverse of 1 by 2, we can check. So shift tan of 1 by 2 0.5, and this is equal to 0.464, so x will be equal to 0.464, and we can write here x is equal to tan inverse of 0.5 or 1 by 2, and this will be tan of if we take tan of this one minus 2, so basically we will be taking here minus 2 and this will give us minus 1.1. so we are restricted to first two quadrants, so what we will do, we will take the positive value, and that value will be from here we can take 1 1.107, and we will take this reflex angle, and this angle will be uh, pi minus this one. So this will be equal to what we can write, pi minus 1.107, and this will be equal to 2.034, 2.034, like that one. So our answer for this one, we can write is equal to x is equal to tan inverse of minus 2 and reflex angle, so x will be equal to 2.034. This will be answer, and this will be answer for this part, and hopefully you understood. This is done. Now we can move to B part. B part says the diagram shows part of the graph y is equal to sine x, sine theta plus alpha, where k and alpha are constants and alpha vary from 0 to 180. Find the value of alpha and the value of k. This is 2 marks question, and this drawing is also provided. This one is not part of the question. I have inserted this diagram for your explanation. I will explain in a while. The given equation is this one: y is equal to k sine of theta plus alpha. So if we understand, like normal sine curve graph is like this one, it is curving, like if I draw in portions, so that if we like this one, this will be the normal sine graph, and this point is 0 and this point is 180. It is at 180 it is approaching to 0. So this is instead of 180, it is intersecting the x-axis as 150. So it means there is a difference of 30 degrees. So difference of 30 degrees will be reflected. So alpha value will be 30 units left side. You can see this is moving 30 units to the left, 30 degrees to the left. So our equation will change to theta plus 30, because inside if it is plus it will be to the left, if it is minus it will be to the right. Basically we are discussing transformation. So we can take this one as sine, so k sine of this, and this is 0, y value is 0 at this point, y value is 0, so we can write this side as 0, and we can rewrite it as, so not 0, basically y value is for this point, y for at y is at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. So when x is equal to 0 means theta is equal to 0. If we are replacing theta is equal to 0, y will be 2. This is what we are doing. So in this equation, what we have done, we have replaced value of alpha, which is 30. We have replaced value of theta, which is 0 when y is equal to 2, and we will find k value. So this will be what? This will be k sine of 30 is equal to this. So k value we can write, k value is equal to 2 over sine of 30 degree, and this will be 2 over sine of 30 degree, and this will be equal to, in degree mode, shift mode will be 3, and this will be equal to 4. So we can write this is equal to, k value will be equal to 4. So this is basically the easiest way to solve this by transformation. And what we will do, these type of transformation questions and graph questions, I'll advise you to use softwares which are nowadays available on the net. So many softwares, you can use any of them. And I am using a software where I will explain this transformation. I'll switch to the software. Okay, so this is the software which I'm using. You can use any other. Before going into this, I just wanted to be clear that this type of software or any other software will not be available to you in exam. You will have to practice this at your home, and this will be for your skill level improvement, and you will be in a better position to understand the question and tackle the question in exam. But keep in mind, this software or any other software will not be allowed or not be available to you in examination hall. Now y is equal to sine x, the normal sine x graph. If we draw, that will be over here like this one. It will be passing through 0 and passing through 180, as I have drawn for that one in the question also. And the if we draw y is equal to 4 sine x, so it means we are stretching y side. So this point will remain at the same location, but this point will be stretched. Instead of 1, it will move to 4. So y value will be multiplied by 4. When we are writing this 4 outside, 4 sine x, it means y value is multiplied by 1. So originally y value was 1, and it will be multiplied by 4 because this is 4 sine x. So 1 will be multiplied by 4, and it will new value will be 4. Now if we change inside the brackets inside the function x plus 30, so the curve should switch to the left by 30 degree. And if we check, this curve is switching to like this curve. So this is at 0 0, and this is switching to minus 30. Or you can check, this one is at 150 and 0, and this is passing through 180 and 0. So 30 degrees switch to the left. And even this point also, you can compare, these points are also switched. This is y value will remain same, only x value will be moving to the left. Instead of 90, it is moving to 60 degree. Now this is basically the normal curve, and the final translation will be this one. So it will be stretching along y-axis by 4 units and then moving to the left by 30 degrees. And this is how we can better understand the transformation question. The same thing I have copied in the question also. Let us move to the question. Okay, so this is basically the image which I have taken from the same software, and we can understand from here, like you can see, this is the original graph, which blue color graph. It is passing through 180, and this is 180 and 0, whereas its highest point is at 1. Y value will be 1. And in this case, it is switching to 4. Highest value is switching from 1 to 4. It is y value is changing, and it is changing from 180 to this new location, which is 150 and 0. So this new point, so 30 degrees to the left, and 4 units along y-axis. And the lower value also from this one is changing to 4 points down. Hopefully you understood this. So y value will be multiplied by 4, and x value will be 30 degrees to the left. Now we can move to the question number 6. Question number 6 is, the diagram shows a sector POQ of a circle of radius 10 centimeter and center O. Angle POQ is 2.2 radians. This is 2.2 radians. And QR is an arc of a circle with center P. So this arc is having center, this one P. So this will be the complete sector for this arc. This will be the complete sector. you should understand this point. Hopefully you understood this. Now our first task is show that the length of PQ is 17.8 centimeter, and to check this one, how we will do this. So this will be, we can check for PQ, and PQ will be what? We can find PQ by sine rule also we can apply. So if we consider this triangle, this much triangle, so in this triangle basically we have this side which is mm, okay, so 10, this side is 10, so this side will also be 10 centimeter. So two sides we have, and we have their included angle also, so we can find PQ. So PQ squared will be equal to, we can apply cosine rule, which is one side square plus other side square minus 2 into one side into other side into cos of the angle, included angle, which is 2.2 radians. So this is how we can find. So PQ will be equal to what? PQ will be equal to, this will be 100 plus 100, so we can write 200, and minus this will be 100 into 2 will be 200 cos of 2.2, and we can take root of this one, and if we check square root of 200 minus 200 cos of 2.2, and this should be in radian mode, this one, and this will be equal to 17.8. So 17.82, and up to 3 significant figures they are saying, show that up to 3 significant figures. So this will be 3 significant figures, this one. We have shown this was 2 marks part. Now we can move to the next part. It is saying find the perimeter of the shaded region. So perimeter of the shaded region, which is a 4 mark question. For perimeter we will be checking the drawing, and the drawing shows this side is 10 centimeter, which is this one 10 centimeter. We know that this side PQ is 17.8 up to 3 significant figures. So now we can find OR, and OR will be what? OR will be 17.8 minus 10, 17.8 minus 10, and this will be equal to 7.8 centimeters. Now only thing remaining is this RQ, RQ, yeah, RQ, which will be by R theta. We can find this side, so we can write this information, and this information will be what? We will write OQ is equal to 10. So we can write this information over here. OQ perimeter, for perimeter we require these things. OQ is equal to 10 centimeters, and OR is equal to uh, P PR minus PO, which is equal to 17.8 minus 10, which is equal to 7.8 centimeters. So we got OR also, and RQ is required. So RQ, RQ, you can write this, or you can write like this. RQ will be equal to R theta by the formula, and R value is what? R value is 17.8, and multiply by theta, and theta value we can find, theta will be what? This theta, this will be theta we can find. This will be what? This one is basically, this is 2.2 radian, so remaining will be divided into two parts, so we can write pi minus 2.2 divided by 2, and this will be equal to what? This will be we can write this one fraction. So what happened basically, so it will be shift of pi and fraction, this will be 2, and we can write here minus 2.2, and this will be equal to 0.4707. So I will write 0.471, 0.471. This will be this angle P, so we can write angle OPQ is equal to angle OPQ. This one I will shift a little lower, and I will write here angle OPQ. Angle OPQ is equal to pi minus 2.2 over 2, and this is equal to 0.471. Now we can add this angle, we can write this step over here, and this angle we can write, this is 0.471, and this will be equal to what? This will be equal to, arc length will be, this one will be multiplied by 17.8, and this is equal to 8.38, 8.38, yes, 8.38. Now we need, for perimeter P, we need to add OQ plus we need to add OR, and plus we need to add arc or Q. These values will be replacing 7.8 and plus this one 10, basically 10 first, so 10 plus 7.8 plus this will be 8.38, and this is equal to 10 plus 7.8 plus 8.38, and this is equal to 26.18. So up to three significant figures we can write 26.2, three significant figures. So this is done. Now we can move to next question, question number 7. Question number 7 says figure 1, which is this one, shows a rectangle in with side 7 unit and 3 unit from which a triangular corner has been removed. So triangular corner has been removed, this triangular corner has been removed from here. So this is 3 units, and the side OA, B, B, C, and D, O have lengths of 7 units, 3 units, 3 units, 2 units respectively. In figure B shows the figure B shows the polygon OABCD forming the horizontal base of the pyramid, in which the point E is 8 units. Point E is 8 units. This one, this point E is 8 units vertically above D. The unit vectors IJK are parallel to OA, OD, and DE respectively. They have shown these unit vectors. These unit vectors are shown. Part 1, find CE and the length of CE. So CE we need to find. CE we need to identify first. So CE is basically this direction, CE, and we can take, which route we can take to answer this one. We can take this route, basically this route. this will be 4, and this is minus, basically minus 4i, because it is opposite direction of I. And then this side is 1, so we can take this root, so it will be 1 minus j, minus 1j or minus j, and then it will go up like this one, so it will be 8k. 8k will be plus 8k, so our vector will be CE will be equal to minus 4i and minus j and plus 8k, and this will be the vector. Now we need the length of CE, so CE length will be equal to, we'll apply length formula, so minus 4 coordinate I coordinate square plus j coordinate square plus uh, 8k, so 8 squared under root we can take like this, and this will be equal to 16 plus 1 plus 64 under root, and this will be equal to square root of 16 plus 1 plus 64, and this is equal to 9. So length will be 9. This will be our final answer for this part. Now second part, they are saying use a scalar product to find angle ECA, giving your answer in the form this one, where m and n are integers. This is 5-mark question. First of all, we need to identify angle ECA. Angle ECA is which one? Angle ECA will be this angle. Two sides which we will be considering will be, one will be this side and the others will be this side. So these two sides we will be taking, and we will be taking their dot product, and we will be applying cos formula. So CA we can write as what? CA will be equal to, we can start from C, so it will be minus 4e. We can take this root. If I show, we can, for CA we can take this root, and this one. So this will be minus 4i, so we can write here CA is equal to minus 4i, and this will be minus 3j. So this is minus 1 and 2, so combined will be 3j, so we can write minus 3j, and this will be again I, so this is side is 7, this side is 7i, so we can write here plus 7i. Now adding like terms, this will be 3i, because minus 4i plus 7i will be 3i and minus 3j. This will be our CA. So CA, I will shift this CA at the proper location. So if I move this CA, which we have checked, this is our CA which we are done. Now we can check for CE, and CE will be this one, which I will use the different color basically. So CE is this root, this vector. For that one we can take this root. I will erase this, and we will be using this root, this one, and then above to this one, and this will be, we can write here CE is equal to minus 4i and plus 8, minus 4i, we missed one part, basically minus 4i, and then this side will also be there, which is minus j. So minus 4i minus 4 minus j and plus 8k. This will be our value for CE, and we can move this vector also, and we can take this one to our required location, and this will be over here. This is our CE. Now we got both values, CE and CA. So now we can find the magnitude of CA. CA is equal to 3 squared 9 plus 3 squared 9 under root. So this will be equal to 18 under root. And we can find the magnitude of CE. CE magnitude will be equal to minus 4 squared and plus minus 1 squared plus 8 squared under root. And we can check this. This will be 6 under root of 16 plus 1 plus 64, and this is equal to 9. Basically this magnitude we already found in the previous part also, so directly you can use this value also, but I have calculated again for your clarification. Now we can find CA vector dot CE vector. This is the formula which we will be applying. CA magnitude into CE magnitude into cos of theta, and cos theta will be equal to what? Cos theta will be equal to CA vector into CE vector and divided by CA magnitude into CE magnitude, and we will replace values. CA vector is now we can basically multiply dot product. We can take CA dot CE. So CA dot CE will be what? If I calculate over here, so it will be CA dot CE will be 3i multiplied by minus 4, so it will be minus 12, and then minus 3j multiplied by minus 1 will be plus 3, and k, there is no k in one term. C is CA, so we will leave that one. So this will be our CA dot CE, so we can replace this one. It will be minus 12 plus 3 over mod of this will be basically these values which we found, 18 under root and 9. So we can write 18 under root and 9, and this will be equal to what? We can calculate this, and this will be in brackets minus 12 plus 3 and divided by root of 18 and multiply by 9, and this is equal to minus under root 2 over 6, minus under root 2 over 6. Now this is basically cos theta value, so we can write theta is equal to cos inverse of minus under root 2 over 6, or this we can write as 1 over 3 under root 2. So we can write as 1 over 3 under root 2 also, or we can keep as it is. And now we can basically write it as or directly we can write it as cos inverse of minus 1 over 3. If we take inside the under root, so it will be 9, 9 to 2 will be 18, so it will be 18 cos inverse of minus 1 over 18, and this will be our answer, which is in the same format which is required over here, cos inverse of m over under root of n. Basically we need to shape up the answer according to the requirements. This is done. Now we can move to question number 8. Question number 8 says a curve has equation. This one, find x coordinate of the stationary point. In the stationary point, we are taking derivative and putting equal to 0, so dy over dx will be, derivative of this will be 1 by 2 as it is, and power will be derivative of 2 x square is 2x, so we'll write 2x minus 4, and power will be pulled first, so x raised by 3 by 2 minus 1 will be 1 by 2, and derivative of 8x will be 8, and we will put equal to 0 for stationary point, and this will be what, this one we can cancel, so it will be x minus 2, 2s are 4, so 6x raised to a 1 by 2 plus 8 is equal to 0. So we can put x raised to 1 by 2 is equal to y to change into quadratic equation. So y square minus 6y plus 8 is equal to 0. Now this is quadratic equation which we can solve. Mode 5 3, so coefficient of y square is 1, then minus 6 and 8, and this will be equal to 4 and 2. So we can write y is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. So it means under root x is equal to 4 and under root x is equal to 2. Direct we can write square on both sides, so x will be equal to 16 and x will be equal to 4. So 16 I will write properly like this. So x is equal to 16 and x is equal to 4. These will be our final values, x coordinates of the stationary point, which we are done. Now they are saying find second order derivative. Second order derivative will be what? We will take first order derivative, and the first order derivative is what? First order derivative is this one, we can copy, which is x minus, so this is we can take from here x minus 6 x raised by 1 by 2 plus 8. This is first order derivative which we can take, and further what we can do, we can choose this one and take it as first order derivative, and we'll take derivative of this derivative, and we will get second order derivative. So this is our dy by dx value. Dy by dx is equal to this one. Now d2y over dx squared, d2y over dx squared will be equal to, derivative of x will be 1 minus 6 as it is, and power will be pulled first, so x raised by minus 1 by 2, because 1 by 2 minus 1 will be minus 1 by 2, and the derivative of 8 will be 0, and this one, so we can write 1 minus 2 will be cancelled, and this will be 3 into x raised to the power minus 1 by 2. This will be the final second order derivative for 1 mark. This is done. Now they are saying find, showing all your working, the nature of the stationary points. We can apply second order derivative test, and we know d2y over dx square at x is equal to 1, x is equal to 4 basically, at x is equal to 4, and this will be, we will be replacing in this, just now we found the second order derivative, so 1 minus 3 into 4 raised to minus 1 by 2, and this will be equal to 1 minus 3 into 4 whole raised to the power minus 1 by 2 minus 1 over 2, and this is equal to minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, and we can see this is a negative, so which is a negative or less than 0, so it will be maximum. Now we can take d2y over dx square at x is equal to 16, at x is equal to 16, this will be equal to 1 minus 3 into 16 raised to minus 1 by 2, and this will be, we will change 4 by 16 in this equation, and this will be equal to 1 by 4, which is positive value, which is greater than 0, so this will be minimum. This is done. Now we can move to question number 9. Question number 9 says a curve has equation this one and the line this where c is the constant. Find the set of values of c for which the curve and the line meet. This is 4 mark, and for that one we are equating equation of line and the curve. We will be equating 1 over x plus c will be equal to cx minus 3, and 1 plus, we can multiply the whole equation by x, so we'll get 1 plus cx is equal to cx squared minus 3x, and we can shift everything to one side, so we can write cx squared minus 3x minus cx and plus basically minus 1, so minus 1 is equal to 0. So we can take x common from these two terms, so our equation, quadratic equation, will be 3 minus, also we can take common, so 3 plus c into x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now we can check for the critical points, so b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. We can put and check, so it will be b square minus 3 plus c squared whole squared, basically like this one, b squared minus 4 into a into c greater than 0, and this will be, if we open the square, it will be 9 plus c squared plus 6 c, and this will be plus minus 1, yes, so plus 4c is greater than 0, so c squared, and this will be plus 10c, and plus 9 is greater than 0, greater than 0. And for this one we can find the solutions for this, so mode 5 3, and this will be 1 and 10 and 9, so solutions will be minus 1 and minus 9, minus 1 and minus 9, two solutions. And we will check for the quadratic graph, so we can draw quadratic graph like this one, so it will be minus 1 and minus 9, so we require the values which are on this side and this side, so we will be writing c should be greater than equal to, basically minus 1, we switch the values, minus 9 should be on this side, minus 1 should be on this side, so c should be greater than equal to minus 1 and c should be less than equal to minus 9. These will be the two values which we are writing over here. Second part, the line is a tangent to the curve for two particular values of c. For each of these values, find coordinates of the point at which the tangent touches the curve. Now, C value is minus 1 and 9. So we can replace this value. Basically, we can replace this value in the equation which we found in part 1. So we can write from part 1, we have this equation, this one, Cx squared, so this one cx squared minus 3, this equation I'll be utilizing, cx squared minus 3 plus c x minus 1 is equal to 0. So in this equation we can write cx squared minus 3 plus c into x minus 1 is equal to 0. So c is equal to minus 1, and if we replace this we will get minus x squared minus 3 minus 1 into x minus 1 is equal to 0. So it will be minus x squared, and this will be minus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or we can write x squared plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, and we can solve this equation. Coefficient of x squared is 1, coefficient of x is 2, and constant value is 1, and we will get minus 1 as answer. So we can write x is equal to minus 1. If you want, you can write the factors also, x plus 1 into x plus 1 is equal to 0, and this will be x is equal to minus 1. This will be the value. Now we can solve for the second value, which is c is equal to minus 9. If we replace c is equal to minus 9, we will get minus 9x squared minus 3 minus 9 in brackets and x minus 1 equal to 0, and this will be minus 9x squared and plus 6x and minus 1 equal to 0, and we can write 9x squared with changing sign, so minus 6x plus 1 equal to 0. And again we'll form the quadratic, we'll use the quadratic formula or something like that. So it will be 9 and minus 6 and plus this should be 1 over here, so 1 value, and this is giving us 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 means what? 3x minus 1 into 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 by 3. This will be the value which we can write over here. So we'll be having these 2 points, x values basically. Now question number 10 says function f of x. Functions f and g are defined, and this is for x is greater than 0, and this function g of x is defined for x values from 2 to 4. And 1 mark part is that state the range of f. Range of f, if we check, this value can be this is a positive value, and this one minimum value can be 2, so we can write f of x is greater than 2, so it will be always greater than 2, and y value will be greater than. Now we can find this b part, state the range of the g of x function. If we check g of x, g of x is what? G of x is from 2 to 4. From 2 to 4, if we replace 2, if we replace basically 4, we will get 8 by 2, which is 4, so plus 6, so maximum value can be 6, and we can write g of x is less than, is basically g of x is greater than 6. Minimum value will be 6. So g of x is greater than 6 will be for this one. Now state the range of this one, range of these two, f, g. We will be checking these ranges of individual functions, and the lesser range is what? Lesser range is from 2 to 4, because this is everything which is greater than 2, so including greater than 4 also, but the lesser part is for g of x, so we will take that range. So we will write f or fg should be in between 2 and 4. So, and the reason we can write like for example, they are saying this one in second part explained why the function g of x cannot be formed. So this is like partly range is like range of f of x. We can write range of f of x is partly outside, is partly outside the domain of g of x. So if we check these ranges, this one, this is greater than 2, everything greater than 2, but this one is only, this one is greater than 2, and this is only from 2 to 4, and rest of everything is out of range, so that's why we are excluding it. So find the set of values, find the set of values of x satisfying the inequality. This one, f of x, we know f of x is equal to 8 over x minus 2 plus 2. So we can rewrite it as what? We can rewrite is 8 into x minus 2 raised to minus 1 plus 2, and now we can find f dash of x, because we need to replace f dash of x So require f dash of x, we can take derivative of this, it will be 8, and power will be pulled first, so x raised x minus 2 raised to a minus 1, so it will be minus 2, and derivative of x will be 1. So this will be rewritten as minus 8 over x minus 2 squared. This will be our f dash of x value. Now we require f inverse of x value also. So for in f inverse of x, what we will be doing, we can write y is equal to 8 over x minus 2 and plus 2. Now we can make x as subject and we can shift 2, so y minus 2 is equal to 8 over x minus 2, and x minus 2 is equal to 8 over y minus 2, and further we can shift minus 2 also to other side, so x will be equal to 8 over y minus 2 plus 2. This will be our f inverse of x. Basically first we will write f inverse of x, this will be equal to, we can swap x and y, so this will be 8 over x minus 2 plus 2. So this is our f inverse value which we will be replacing. Now in this equation, now in this given equation, and the given equation is what, 6f dash of x plus 2f inverse of x minus 5 is less than 0. In this equation we will replace the values f dash of x we have over here, so we will write minus 8 over x minus 2 squared and plus 2 into x inverse value which we have over here. So we can replace this f inverse value which is 8 over x minus 2 and plus 2, this one, and minus 5 is less than 0. Further we can to simplify this we can put like x minus 2 is equal to p, and we can write 6 minus 8 over p squared plus 2 into 8 over p plus 2, and minus 5 is less than 0. So now we can simplify 6 into 8 minus 48 minus 48 will be this one over p squared, and this will be plus 16 over p plus 4 minus 5 is less than 0, and 4 minus 5 will be minus 1, so we can rewrite minus 48 over p squared plus 16 over p, and minus 1 is less than 0, and we can multiply everything by p squared, so it will be minus 48 plus 16p minus 12p squared is less than 0, and we can rearrange it, and we can basically, why we got 12p, this should be 1p squared. So 1 we can remove, even 1 also we write p squared, so this will be, we'll change sign, and by changing sign this sign will change, so we can write p squared and minus 16p plus 48 is greater than 0. And now we can solve this one. Solving this will be coefficient of p square, this is p square basically. So coefficient of p square is 1, p is minus 16, and 48 is the constant value. So this is giving us 12 and 4, so p is equal to 12 and 4, these two values. So we can write x minus p, we replaced x minus 2. So we'll write x minus 2 is equal to 12, x minus 2 is equal to 12, and x minus 2 is equal to 4. So x is equal to 14 and x is equal to 6. So 14 and 6 will be the two values. Now we can draw this quadratic graph. We can draw like if we draw rough sketch of the quadratic graph, it will be like this one. So 6 will be on this side, 6, and 14 will be this one, and we will be looking for the higher values like this one and this side and this side, and one value we can write over here. This will be x is greater than 14 and x is less than 6. X is less than 6, and one value is given in the question. Basically x is greater than 2 is this value, so we will use this one. X is greater than 2 values, so we can combine this and this value, and we can write x is greater than 2 and less than 6, one answer, and the second answer will be x is greater than 14. These two will be our answer. Question number 11. The diagram shows part of the curve y is equal to this one intersecting the x-axis at origin and at point A. The line AB intersects the y-axis at B and has equation y is equal to 1 minus 2x. Show that AB is tangent to the curve at A. This is 4-mark question, and this is the line y is equal to 1 minus 2x. This is point A, and this is the curve equation provided, and this is B point where it is intersecting. Origin is also shown over here. Now we can take the gradient of AB. Gradient of AB will be what? So m of AB will be equal to y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. We can check from this one, from this equation we can rewrite y is equal to minus 2x and plus 1, and this is our m value. Gradient is equal to minus 2, this one. So now we can use this value. We know that gradient of AB is equal to AB line is equal to minus 2. So we can use this one. Basically this will be, if we replace x is equal to 0, we will get y is equal to 1. So 0 and 1, these are the points, and we can use these 2 points also to find the gradient, which you will be getting minus 2. So you can use this gradient, or you can find this gradient of AB. So if we find from the points, then it will be y2 minus y1 over x2, which is 1 by 2, minus x1, which is 0, and this will be equal to minus 1 over 1 by 2, which is equal to minus 2. So this is how you can also reach to the gradient. And we know that the gradient of this line is also touching to this curve, so we can take y is equal to, we'll take derivative of this basically. So 1 minus 2x minus 1 minus 2x cubed, and we can write dy over dx. This will be derivative of 1 will be 0, derivative of minus 2x will be minus 2, then minus and power will be pulled first, so 1 minus 2x raised by 3 minus 1 will be 2, and into derivative of minus 2x will be minus 2, and this is equal to what? This will be equal to minus 2 and minus basically we can write minus 2, and minus 3 into minus 2 will be plus 6, so we can write plus 6 into 1 minus 2x whole square. This will be our dy by dx. Now dy by dx at point A, which is having x coordinate as 1 by 2. So we can write dy by dx at A at x is equal to 1 by 2. This will be what? Minus 2 plus 6 into 1 minus 2 into 1 by 2, and this will be whole squared and we can write this will be 2 will be cancelled, so 1 minus 1 will be 0, so this will be equal to minus 2, and the gradient of the curve is also minus 1 by 2, and the gradient of line is also minus 1 by 2. So hence we can say that hence tangent to the curve, hence tangent to the curve. So this is done. Now we can move to the second part, and second part says show that the area of the shaded region can be expressed in this format. So area of shaded region is what? Basically area of shaded region is from 0 to 2, area under the curve, basically triangle area. This is area under the curve, so we will be subtracting this area from area of this under the line. Area under this line will be the whole triangle, but we will be subtracting area under the curve. So we can write in integral format, we can write integral of the line 0 to 1 by 2 will be, line is 1 minus 2x dx, and we will be subtracting the area of the curve, which is 1 minus 2x minus 1 minus 2x cubed and dx. Now we can take integral of these two separately, and if we write separate integrals, then what we will get, we will be getting this one 1 minus 2x dx, and this will be minus, this minus will change to this minus as plus, so we'll get plus over here, and it will be integral 0 to 1 by 2 1 minus 2x raised power 3 dx, and this value and this will be cancelled, and we will get integral 0 to 1 1 minus 2x cubed dx, and this is same format as they have provided over here. So 2 marks question we are done. And then third part, which is which is the last part of this questionnaire, this is hence showing all necessary working, find the area of the shaded region. So we'll integrate this integral which we just found, this one, so we can take integral 0 to 1 by 2 1 minus 2x raised by 3 dx, so this will be 1 minus 2x raised to the power 4 over 4, and derivative of this part will be minus 2, so into minus 2, and lower and upper limit we will integral limits will write, and we can replace the upper limit first, so it will be 1 minus 2 into a upper integral value, and this will be 4 over, this will be minus 8, and lower value will be what? Lower value will be minus, this will be 1 minus, this will be 0, and whole raised by 4 over, this will be minus 8, so this one. Next will be what? Next will be minus 1 over 8, we can take common, and inside will be this one, we can cancel, so it will be 0 0 minus, this will be 1 over 8, so no, not 1 over 8, 1 over 8 is gone out, so minus 1, so this will be minus into minus will be plus, so 1 over 8, and 1 over 8, this will be the shaded area which we have done. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, also introduce this channel to your friends and class fellows, and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Don't forget to press bell icon so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.